Do you know what episode it is? Can you remember? Is it 49 or 50? I think it's 49, isn't it?
Yeah, we're coming up to 50. This could be 49.
This could be the 50th one. I don't even
Wait
know.
there, let me just check my phone.
Oh, Jesus, it's surely an easier way than you say.
Yeah, I know, it's alright.
Check your phone, no podcast.
Nick can go on the audio boom.
This is staying in. What? Yeah, have a look, Nick, because we desperately need to fucking know. What episode are we?
I'm sure it's 49.
I think this is 49.
It's 49.
This is 49, right?
49.
We're going to have to do something for 50.
Yeah, like a live one, and we'll get a tram.
Yeah, we'll do the live
did.
one. Yes, do the live one, mate. Oh, do you remember that?
Corrie?
Yeah, they had the tram that went off the bridge.
For their 50-year anniversary.
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, we went off the bridge, it fucking landed on Millie in a fucking off licence. It didn't end well for her.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it. But yeah, my point still stands. The tram fucking was involved, though, wasn't it? What's your point there? I let you know the tram was involved. You looked at my clock, I was making it up, and then you just didn't hear it.
It didn't end well for her. No one said it did. Right, anyway. Jay here, Full-Time Devils. This is the Full-Time Devils podcast. Joining me today is someone who needs no introduction, but I'll give him one anyway. Andy Tate. Andy, how we doing?
Good, mate. I'm very good.
That's all we can ask for. And also joining me is my good friend who never answers my text messages, Joe McGrath.
Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the 48th podcast. Excited to be... Look at him.
Don't listen
Fell
to
for it
it.
all and sinker.
49.
He knows it's 49. He's messing about. He's had it all over. Yes. This is, we're 1 off 50. I can't believe it. That is amazing, that. So, Joe, what's been happening?
Not much, mate. Went up to Grimsby, so watched the United game in Grimsby. It was a good watch, to be fair to you. What are you laughing at?
No, nothing.
Why?
It's Grimsby.
Do you like Grimsby? You can't do that, it's Grimsby. Cleethorpes way. You've been to Cleethorpes, Andy?
Can't
Lovely
say
part
I've.
of the world. See the seaside.
He's never been out of Manchester, Andy. He don't like to go. We don't like to go out of the area, do you?
Do you not?
I've been out of Manchester. I'm going somewhere out of Manchester on Sunday, but I'm not going to say where I'm going.
You can't tease us like that and not tell us. Where are you going on
I'm
Sunday?
going to a Comic-Con, but I'm not saying where it is.
Yeah, I don't think there's loads on at one time. People could narrow it down.
Yeah. Who's the best comic book character ever?
Best comic book character? Well, it's different, and Stan Lee was the king of comic book characters. It's got to be Iron Man.
Iron Man? My daughter loves Iron Man. Or Tony Stark, as she calls him. She don't call him Iron Man. She calls him Tony Stark.
I'm big on Spider-Man. Love Spider-Man, mate.
Oh, yeah, my son loves Spider-Man.
It's a Marvel universe.
He's still reading comics, yeah.
No, the cartoons.
Oh,
You watch comics.
You watch TV.
It's a multiverse now.
Yeah. My favourite, if anyone's asking, is was the Punisher when I was growing up. I used to read them comics.
Yeah.
Quite liked him. Frank Castle. Didn't mess about. Do you know what I mean? Proper vigilante. Talking of vigilantes, David De Gea.
Yeah, David De Gea. It was Frank Castle. David De Gea, anyway. What a man. He could be a comic book villain, couldn't he?
I know, mate. Where do you stand on David De Gea, Andy? Do you think it's time for him to be rested, as they say?
No, because what did he do 2 minutes later? It's what you get. You know what I mean? You're telling me, like say in the future, Alisson for Liverpool, I'm sure he'll make a few clangers next season. So you take the rough with the smooth. Because 2 minutes later, we could have been 2-0 down and he made a fantastic save. It's one of them, like I said, it's a Homer Simpson moment. And let's not forget what did Pickford do. So, you know what I mean? Goalkeepers make mistakes.
To be fair, I get where you're coming from, but I don't rate Pickford at all. I won't use him as the benchmark.
I don't think he's good.
Joe, Andy's obviously, stick with De Gea. Do you think there is a question there? Because I mean, a year ago this would have sounded absolutely outrageous. But my only sort of concern with De Gea, and I've said it on social media and on videos, is this isn't as rare as it used to be.
No,
we've seen it a few times. This season, back end of last season. Do you think his place is under pressure, or do you think not a chance? Because Ollie said he's going to stick with him.
It's weird because I kind of think that we'd be absolutely kicking him in the balls if we decided to let him go. Considering how many years he's stuck with us.
And he signed a new contract.
I mean, 3-4 years on the bounce, he was our player of the season.
Yeah.
And then for us to hit himself
of
one shit season, go, fuck off. Like, that would be tight. I think also as well, to another point of view, if we were going to sell David De Gea, maybe it is this season we'd probably get the maximum price we probably could get for him. Yeah. I still think a club big in Europe might pay an alright amount for him. If we keep him on for next season and then you see him and Henderson chopping and changing who might play first team football, his price will go down a bit and you don't get anything from him. So I do see maybe if someone comes in with a chunky offer for David De Gea, it could be nice to maybe see him go, but I don't think we should slag him off and give him loads of stick, because the man's been with us through
listen, right?
You're being tight on him.
I'm not being tight, right? I've said this so many times on this channel, I've lost count. If someone plays well, regardless of who they are, I'll praise them. If they play poorly, I'll criticise them, not them as a person, but their performances.
Yeah.
And my concern with David Day, listen, love the guy. He's been an absolute star for us year in, year out. But I just feel, back end of last season, beginning of the season, for whatever reason, his performances have tailed off, and I don't have that same level of confidence in him. And also, I think in Sergio Romero, we've got a decent goalkeeper. And my question is, is it worth resting him? Is it because Romero comes in for the cup games? Is it worth having that conversation about league games as well?
I'm all for healthy competition.
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah, I'm all for healthy.
I know that about you.
Healthy competition. He's not wrong with that. But like you say, it's a challenge. Thrown down the gauntlet, De Gea will prove his worth to be number one. And if he makes mistakes, Solskjaer, like that, it's up to the manager, innit?
Do you think Ollie's got that though? Do you think Ollie would drop him from the league if he made mistakes? I was asking what would you do? You obviously stick with him. Ollie's come out and defended him and said that he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world or whatever, and he's not going to drop him. But do you think he'll stick by that? If De Gea was to have another few mistakes in him, do you think Ollie would stick with him?
Only if it happens in the next 7 days, maybe.
City.
And we've got Derby County in the FA Cup.
If
we come through them 2 games unscathed, I think he'd be fine. But if we go out the FA Cup and we have another shock show against City next week, then questions may be asked. But the time is now to back and rally around him, and we've got his back. The fans will always have his back because the amount of times he's saved us over the season. Yeah. Do you remember his first game? Was his Charity Shield against Man City? The 2 goals he let in, and was it one from Nzeko? It went right under him, so that was a fast learn. Welcome to the Premier League. Look where he's been now since last 7 years down the line.
He's not been that much better. I mean, the highest he's got is second, granted. Actually, no, he did actually win the Premier League. You forget how long he's been at United.
That's what I mean. He's a title. He's one of the few title winners we've actually got. But
what his ambitions are as a player now, because there are trophies there. He could get into a team where trophies are to be won. If he's realistically looking at United, it's going to take us a couple more years to get back to Premier League ways. By that point, he could be... Don't know, he might be looking. I know he's still young. Is there a point in his career where he's got to look at his own personal gains and think to himself, yeah, I've had lots of fun at United, I've made a lot of money, because he probably is making a lot of money. Could I go somewhere else, pick up a Champions League medal? Could I go somewhere else, pick up a title medal? If it's in France, if it's in Spain, Italy. What's his personal ambitions? Because is it ambitious to stay at United for the next couple of years when we're probably going to be fighting for top 4? It's not really the most, if you class yourself as a world-class player, in which, a lot of United fans do, and some people still do around the world-class, David Day is world-class, then maybe in these couple of years, I think he might look to go. As a mutual agreement, we'll get some money from him, but I would be wanting to, I've loved my time at United, I would be wanting to go and win some titles, some medals. Because
like you say there, Joe, I mean, David Hay... Over the last 10 years, he's been good enough. Even I go back the last 10 years, even his time at Atletico, he's been of the quality to win a Champions League or to win a title, more than one title, than what he's won. He perhaps a player of his ability should have won more. Do you think he has that ambition? Do you think he will be looking at Silverwell? Do you think he's happy with his new contract? He's settled at Manchester, he's settled at Manchester United, and he'll be there for the rest of his career?
Well, like you say, he's got a fondness for Madrid, hasn't he? And his wife's got a fondness for Madrid. I don't know.
His wife said Manchester looks like the back of a fridge, didn't she?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've lived there for how long now? It's coming up to nearly 10 years.
But did she live here though? Didn't she? Wasn't she commuting or something?
So they don't live together.
I thought I might be wrong here, but I thought she lived in Madrid and flew over a lot. Wow. I might be wrong.
I could only see him if he went back to Madrid, Atletico.
Do you think?
If he sticks with us. And a couple of years, we do get some trophies on the board, then I could see him go back to Atletico, finish off his career.
He's quite a bizarre character, and you don't hear much of him via interviews. You don't know much about his personal life. I don't know how ambitious he was. Do you know when the facts sort of fell through? He didn't go to Madrid. Madrid went on to win 3 Champions League trophies. And you would have said they would have done it with David Day in the team.
Yeah, 100%.
Is he arsed? He didn't seem arsed.
It's funny because this is a bit off piece, but I'll tell you. I remember once. My ex-girlfriend messaged me. This is many years ago. She messaged me and she went, my mate works at Tesco's as a security guard. they've just caught a United player nicking a donut. And I went, what's his name? She went, David something. And I was like, you dickhead. David De Gea, not a chance. He's on about 50k a week.
I remember that.
And then the next day, or whatever, he sent me a picture of the front page of the Sun, and it was like David the Donut or something.
David the Donut.
You remember? Because he got caught. I think he for like
some people
accidentally.
just like the chase, don't they?
I don't know if he legitimately, like, sort of purposely nicked a donut or just been eating it as he walked around, and some security guard thought, I'm a City fan, I'll grab him.
Well, like Richard and Judy, he did that.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he did. He nicked a bottle of wine, didn't he?
Yeah, and that chef, who's they're going to cut this out, but the chef on I'm a Celebrity, do you remember ages ago? And he was the one who was fuming about sausages. Anyway, you Google it, he nicked it as well.
Didn't Glenn? What's his name? Who's that fullback that used to play for Liverpool? Glenn something.
Glenn Johnson.
Yeah, he nicked the toilet seat, didn't he?
Did he?
Do you remember from being kid?
Yeah, crazy.
Do you know what I mean? It's weird, that, isn't it? It's just weird, like kleptomaniacs.
Shame the police had nothing to go on. Isn't it?
I know.
Were you there?
Very cryptic you sometimes, Mr. Tate. Talking about the law, VAR.
Are
we all for it now that it's basically...
It's such a crazy
Are you not
thing.
having it? What's all this?
It's no clarity on anything. It's... Look at the farce from Chelsea, Tottenham last week, and now this season, and yesterday. What's going... I thought we lost. I thought it was a legitimate goal. I really thought it was a legitimate goal. And I don't know what like you say, Ancelotti squaring up to the linesman and the ref. That was mafioso.
I think the ref was awful yesterday.
That referee was the worst referee I've ever seen.
He was shocking.
Other than the one that sent Nanny off.
Yeah, that was a shocking.
But like,
moment.
You see when Fred hit his thigh, he gave a free kick and ran ball, and then booked Fred for kicking off.
No,
and he booked Luke Shaw for getting kneed in the back.
I know, it was just a bizarre refereeing thing to watch. But I was going to say that when it comes to VAR, I think United must be the only team that we've really profited from VAR this year.
Do you think?
We really have profited from VAR. Well,
why do you not agree with that?
I would say...
Well, we've had a load of penalties.
I think Liverpool have been helped with VAR on a few occasions this season, on a few matches. Don't dispute they're the best.
We're up there though. Penalties, not. I mean, yesterday they saved us a point. Or
I don't think we've had Liverpool levels of.
I'm surprised they didn't appeal to VAR after losing on Saturday.
But I do think we've had it's weird though, because the ones that have gone our way, like the Derby, for example, in the league. I genuinely think that was the right decision. Yeah. I know it's gone to VAR, but I don't think it's been like out of order. And there's been a couple of ones like Everton at home where you could argue that was a foul on De Gea, going back to him. So I don't know, but would you get rid or keep it?
Just needs to go. Even Alan Shearer's doubting it now. It's just we don't need.
I don't care about Shearer.
I'm not interested. I just want it gone because it's ruining. You can't celebrate. There's no atmosphere, emotion in the ground. Referees 3 or 4 angles. 3 or 4 minutes bleeding. How long does it take? Somebody 200 miles away. I think I seen something. Let me revert. Let me check it. I tell you what. Why don't you check it? No, you check it.
Do you think that is the answer though? Do you think, like you're saying, just get rid of it altogether? Do you not think like what they had in the Champions League and like what we've seen at international level, where the referee goes over to the screen? Would that not help?
Right.
Because he's the one that's got to make a decision. So if he gets to watch it again.
The only time I've seen that done this season was it Michael Oliver in an FA Cup match. He went over. He was told what to do. He walked over to the side. He saw a Crystal Palace player. He saw the elbow and he gave him a red card. And everybody was kicking off. That was the only time that's been used. Why has that not been?
Was that what I'm saying to you? Would you scrap it altogether or would you do that?
I don't know, because I don't think the refs have got the bottle to do it.
It does put a lot of pressure on that referee. Those times where the referee has to go over, it was even in the World Cup, when they have to go walking over to that screen. Paris was the one. That ref has to go walking over, and there's a lot of pressure. If you've got that much pressure and you're in a room away from the stadium, that takes it away from you. If you're that referee going up to that screen, knowing you're going to make a decision here, which can like turn a crowd, it can switch things up, it can have a lot of circumstances. So whatever decision you're making, you'd be shitting.
Did you see the Bournemouth-Burnley game? Did you see the highlights?
Bournemouth-Burnley?
Last weekend.
Oh, is this the one where it's an handball?
It's an handball, and he didn't check it. He didn't. Referee played on, went up the other end. They scored, Bournemouth, all celebrating. A minute later, something's happened. So, you know what I mean? It's a penalty to Burnley.
The same thing happened.
Absolute joke.
With Inter Milan. With Lukaku, didn't he scored and it went back. It was apparently in the Champions League. Well, things like that is crazy, but I don't know. I think VAR could work. I don't think it's VAR itself. I think the way it's been implemented, like you're saying now, Andy, you know, you got someone in Stockley Park or whatever. It's taking too long. When you're in the ground, you're waiting around. You don't want to celebrate. And I think if they could do it quicker, if it was instant, I think it'd be better. Yeah, if they said, right, we've looked at it. Like, you know,
only good thing is goal line technology. That's it. That is the only thing that's been good with tech coming into the game. That is it. Nothing more.
Yeah, and it's weird when you see like decisions that can't be looked over and you get frustrated by it, because obviously, you know, yesterday's Carabao Cup final where you've got City getting a corner kick that shouldn't be a corner kick. And then they go on and score it, and then at the end of the game, they win the Carabao Cup. You could say, why didn't VAR check that? But it's all the small little details, because if this referee's going to be there to help the actual referee on the pitch, then surely he should do that for...
You're stopping every minute of the game. It'd be like an American football game. Yeah. It'd be stop, start. Nothing's free-flowing anymore at the moment. I mean, how was it? Aguero scored in the FA Cup against Port Vale. They waited for VAR. He didn't even celebrate. That split second.
He just joy being ruined.
And when it was a goal, he didn't even celebrate. He just walked off back to the centre circle.
Joy being ruined.
Do you remember with Tyrone Mings when he scored against us for Bournemouth? He had not for Bournemouth, for Villa. He had his mate had lost a baby or something, and he'd done a tribute to him on his T-shirt, but because he didn't know if it was a goal, he didn't celebrate, so he didn't. So pull up his shirt, which, all right, it's against United, but I did feel for him because I thought that sort of ruined what could have been a nice tribute to his mate who's obviously going through an absolute horrible time. But again, VAR, you talking about fans in the ground not celebrating. You know, Chelsea being in the season when Marcus scored his goal against them, I didn't celebrate as much as I normally would because I was waiting for the VAR.
I'll say this now. United were playing Villa this season and we just scored with Lindelof. We were winning 2-1. Villa, up the other end, 3 minutes later, got an equaliser. Everyone thought it's offside. Referee, no announcement, no whatsoever, nothing. From the ground, VAR checking, nothing was made at all, nothing whatsoever. And you had to wait, and you see it on the camera, like, he's just, the ref's like that. Oh yeah, it's a goal. Nobody else in the ground knows it, no announcement. And they clearly state there must be an announcement. It must. The people in the ground need to know what's going on. And it's rubbish.
That's
all we ask for is announcements, but you don't get it.
Yeah,
that's the goal I'm talking about. That's the goal. Mings goal. That's what I'm on about.
Come full circle.
That's what I mean. But no, there wasn't. No one knew, did they? He didn't know.
And that's why he didn't do it. His shirt, and he was going to pull it up to celebrate.
But he didn't because he was like, no one knew it was a goal, and then it was like, oh yeah, actually, it is a goal. Which, it needs looking at. It needs sort of better implementation or scrapping and just going back to old school of just shouting at the ref.
But you do hear the referees, when you hear a referee talking about it, they all love it, but they're told to say that, Andy. I was just a little thing from Mike Dean, and he's fully behind it. He was in the VAR room yesterday for the Carabao Cup. He loves it because it gives him an extra 10 years on his career, doesn't it? Because he can't run about as much. So, you know, of course he's going to come out and say he loves it.
Do you know who I hate? That Peter Walton on BT. Yeah. He's such a muppet. Because they go to him, don't and they go, Peter, what do you think? And you remember the other week when Spurs played, I think it was Chelsea, and he went to VAR and he didn't get a red card.
No, he didn't.
And they went to Peter Walton and he went, oh yeah, no, it's not a red card there. Yeah, VAR's got that right. And then 10 minutes later they announced that they got it wrong. Yeah, and it should have been a red card. He went, well, I can see why they've said that. I thought, you just said they were right. Mate, you're just talking talking
the same
garbage.
Person who didn't make that call was the same person who did the Bournemouth Burnley game and made the same mistake, and he was demoted for this weekend. He was made to be fourth official at the Carabao Cup final. Really? So he was demoted. So
bit of a demotion, and it trip to Wembley. Holding up signs.
Demotion trip to Wembley. All that for some minute.
Yeah. Never mind.
Talking of demotions, Wayne Rooney.
Mr. Wayne Rooney, excited.
We're playing Derby this Thursday in the FA Cup 5th round, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, 5th round.
WINWAZZA, our former captain, will be. I don't know. Is he captain for Derby?
I think he's captain when he plays because that's part of his contract.
He's part of the coaching staff as well.
Yeah, he's all sorts. He's all sorts.
He does the ticket office during the week as well.
Yeah, he does the VAR for him. Looking forward to seeing him again.
Yeah, as long as he don't score against us, like Derby's his agenda now. And I'm hopefully, I think we'll get through, and hopefully it's an omen, because last time we played him, we went to Wembley and won it. 2016.
Really?
Yeah.
In the FA Cup?
Yeah. We won 3-1, and I think Wayne scored that night. I think
I remember him beating
Daily Blind as well.
I remember him beating us on penalties under Jose in the League Cup.
That was shocking. That I remember that. That was what an awful experience.
My oldest daughter was crying that she went to United, so we went to Old Trafford to watch it.
I was thinking about this about Rooney, the special moment of coming back, but I really can't remember when he played for us against Everton. Do you know, like in the season after he left?
Oh, do you not remember that?
I kind of can't remember it
came
being
back
special.
Do you know what I remember about that? Right, everyone was chanting his name. He got subbed, and everyone, like in Old Trafford, was singing his name, waiting for him to just do a little, acknowledgement. He didn't do anything.
Did he not do anything?
He didn't do anything, mate. He just sat down, put his coat on. He's having none of it.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Well, that was him,
Maybe it was because of the way it finished.
Do you reckon? I think it finished quite well.
Yeah, it was all right.
He completed the set in Stockholm, didn't he?
I don't know. Maybe it was
I don't think there was any.
I don't think from the fans. Maybe the way he was. I say, Jose said, "You're not in my plans anymore."
Maybe. I mean,
maybe that.
He did go back to his boyhood club though, didn't he? As well, and I think.
I mean, the fans give him a good send off. Well, we all love him. I
think he got a lot of stick, Rooney. We know why. Over the sort of.
He played a blinder over in Washington, didn't he? He had a cracking couple of some cracking goals.
It's funny, isn't it? Because after them goals, people saying, "Oh, should get him back at United."
No.
Speaking of MLS, David Beckham's new team started Inter Miami.
How did they get on?
They lost 1-0 against LA Galaxy. It's first game, but I tell you what. Go all the way, Bex. Good luck to you, mate.
They're saying that Daniel Sturridge might go over there and play for Inter Miami. He's just had his contract cancelled.
Really?
Yeah.
You seen the kit? They're playing pink as the home kit and black as away.
I thought they were white.
He looked like a.
Oh, is it pink?
He looked like a pinkish. Could be white. Pinkish cream.
Yeah, your eyes alright.
What?
Your
is
eyes
it pink?
Right.
Am I getting it wrong?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I might have seen it.
£70. £70 for the kit, for the shirt.
Really?
In Miami.
In it?
That's about. Don't know yet. £70.
I know the tickets are there. A lad messaged me the other day saying he's going over there. He said the tickets are extortionate, but
their ground
you get
only
to be in the same stadium as David Beckham. So
is he going to be there every game? Do you think?
Their ground is a former baseball stadium. It's a former baseball stadium, and it's redeveloped to accommodate football.
How many is it old?
18,000. But they are got planning permission. I think 3 years from now they're going to have a 25,000 seat stadium. But at the moment, it was Fort Lauderdale Stadium. From, like I say, it's an old baseball team who. Oh, actually, yeah. So former baseball stadium, stroke MLS second division team. Yeah, that was it. And because I was googling it this morning.
Bound to say.
Googling it this morning because it caught me.
Wait, we're getting a sign.
They actually played Los Angeles FC, not LA Galaxy.
Okay.
Producer Nick's just corrected us there.
Right.
They played. You stopped standing in mid-flow. He's about to tell us the altitude.
What colour's the kit?
Yeah. He's about to tell us who designed the stadium and what year they were born.
They must be a new team as well.
All right, must be a new team.
Los Angeles FC.
I don't know if it was a friendly. I don't know if it was a league match.
Final.
League,
first league match. So yeah, so good luck to Beck.
I'm stunned that the first ever match is a league match. Do you not think they had a couple of friendlies?
Yeah, that's the first ever game they've had. He's like,
put them in a league match.
Well, off you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, wasn't it?
Hey, it's one of them though, isn't it? Is it like baseball in America, where if the team's crowds are crap, they just move the franchise over to the other side of the country?
It's crazy, isn't it? You like basketball, and I once knew someone. I swear
You've done that with teams in the past.
I once knew someone who worked at my radio station in XS, and he made a bold claim. He said that one day United would move down to London. That was his bold claim. He said United would move like a franchise, like in America, they'd move down to London.
No,
people have done that with American football teams. I think the Rams got moved.
Loads
of them
have done it.
Houston Oilers. Then you know what I mean. Other teams have come out of other cities.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Like the closest we've had to it in this country is Wimbledon moving to MK Dons.
Yeah, that's the closest.
Caused the uproar. So Manchester United moving 400 miles, whatever it is, across the country
to London. What a load of shit.
Somehow I think you might have been wrong on that one. FA Cup, do you think we can win it?
Yeah. Don't see why not. You've got to be in it to win it. So if we get through, on Thursday. It's there's no replay. It's penalties. It's extra time and penalties if needed.
Yeah.
But
Producer Nick's absolutely mouth-watering in that class. He's giving it to the Fancam.
It's a bizarre one because all the FA Cup ties are this week, aren't they? Across the network, all TV. Because you got the other you got the other matches over Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think, as well. So, like I say, you got to be in it to win it.
You've got to be in it to win it. But are we going to win it?
I know.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Right,
We're still in the Premier League.
Right. Last time Derby Derby County and Northampton played each other in the previous round for the right to play us on this week. Whoever we played out of that game, we still won the FA Cup. In 2004, we played Northampton, went on to Wembley and won the FA Cup. 2016, beat Derby, went on to win the FA Cup. It's 35 years since we won the FA Cup with Norman Whiteside at Wembley, and I was 10 years old with my dad. And it's 30 years since Lee Martin bang one in the FA Cup replay and Ferguson's first trophy. So, that's all okay.
You're like Rain Man with all these stats today. You proper on the stats. Yeah. I get where you're coming from, but I sat here about a year ago and went, it's 20 years since we won the Champions League. Always hit the wheel. We're going to do it again.
I think it was a certain... it was a certain penalty. It was a penalty that got us all giddy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember that.
We got giddy for a few days.
I was just told to shut up and I was like, you miserable twat. Yeah, we're going to do it.
What a time.
Yeah, unfortunately now we're sat here saying maybe we'll win the FA Cup.
Maybe.
But listen, there's no reason why we can't. As Andy keeps saying, you've got to be in it to win it, and we're still in it. Moving on, the PFA Hall of Fame has been created. I think mid-March, with about a week's time, maybe a week and a half. We're going to find out the first 2 inductees. And I think the rules are, correct me if I'm wrong, you have to be retired to qualify. So we know that Wayne Rooney won't be one of the inductees because he's not retired, nor will Aguero, if anyone thought he was going to be, as someone in the office was saying. Who would you have as the 2? You've got 2 inductees. Who would your 2 be? Premier League Hall of Fame.
Eric Cantona, Pitch Michael.
Right, okay.
I'm being biased, I don't care.
I know, no, well, I'll give you one of them, but I'd rather Yaya Toure than Pitch Michael. I can't stand him. And that's just my personal opinion.
Now, again, it's just players, isn't it? Will you not pick managers?
I think, is it just players? If it's managers, it's got to be Fergie, hasn't it? There's no question about that. But I'm guessing it's just managers. Giggs
has got to be in there.
Right, I said Giggs.
I think Giggs has got to be in there, and I think they will go down the sort of Arsenal route of them and that invincible season as well. I think they're going to have someone from the 99 season and someone from the Invincibles.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Who would you have them from the Invincibles, even though they drew 12 games, got knocked out of all the cups?
Henry,
yeah. They probably want to go for someone quite shining. And,
Robert Perez or Vieira.
Yeah, Vieira is a good shout. They probably want to go with someone a bit more like, they're not going to...
He was a goalkeeper.
Do you know what I'd hate if it was Vieira?
The German lad.
Jans Lehmann.
They're not going to go for Lehmann, do you know what I mean? They're going to go for the guy on all the Renault adverts, aren't they? They're going to go for
Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah. Maybe. Do you not think, though, right? I get where you're coming from, but... Do you not think they'll do Shearer just because he scored the most goals?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And he won it. He did win the Premier League
Shearer,
as well.
Andy Cole.
Yeah,
Shearer, Andy Cole.
I don't think they'll do Cole purely because I think if it's going to be a United player, it's going to be someone like Giggs.
It's got to be Giggs, hasn't it?
Yeah, if it's not Giggs, it's
the most appearances ever.
Is it going to be anybody from like the first inaugural season of the Premier League?
Inaugural season.
I can't pronounce it. The first season of the Premier League.
Well, Giggs is the first season, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, he ticks so many boxes.
What about some of the little teams?
See, I suggested.
Little teams.
I suggested.
Andy Ritchie played for Oldham.
I'm not going to fucking Andy Ritchie. If Andy Ritchie, I tell you what, if Andy Ritchie's in the fucking Premier League Hall of Fame, I'll fucking drive him to the ceremony myself.
I'm not laughing because of Andy Ritchie. I'm just laughing at all the players that ever played the Premier League.
What you said? I thought you were going to say like Matt Le Tissier or someone like.
Well, Tissier,
but did well at a small club.
You think of the little teams like first season in the Premier League, Oldham were there. First season.
I would love
Sheffield
it, right?
United, Brian Dean.
I would love it if the first 2 inductees were like Andy Ritchie and fucking Roger Palmer. I would absolutely.
Who, Roger Palmer?
He's got a first ever goal, Brian Dean.
Yeah, he did against us, didn't he?
Might be him, Brian Dean.
Could be that. That's a good shout.
I hope not.
92.
Right. They can't go down that route. Come on, Brian Dean.
I think it's good. Giggs and Shearer, 2 best shouts there. Giggs and Shearer.
Guys, get involved in the comments. Let us know who you think will be in the Premier League Hall of Fame, 2 inductees, and who you think it should be. I think eventually...
Who do you think it won't as well? Let's do an Andy Tate bit.
Andy Tate saying Andy Ritchie.
Who would stun you if they called it out? Me,
yeah,
Andy
Ritchie. An alternative, Andy Ritchie.
Let's do the Andy Tate Hall of Fame.
If Andy Ritchie was in it, that'd be fucking brilliant, right? Seriously. Because imagine it. He's ex-United as well, isn't he, Andy Ritchie? I would love to see like the announcement and how they explain that one.
Andy Ritchie, like that.
I would be like, what? They're all drunk. What are they doing? Yeah, I think eventually it will be dominated by United players because we've won 13 titles.
Depends who they want in, don't they? They're in charge, aren't they? At the end of the day.
But immediately, I just think I don't know. There's got to be at least one.
Andy Cole as well.
Andy Cole's not a bad shout because he did it at Newcastle, scored loads of goals and came to United and won a lot. I don't know. I think if you're going to go down the United route, I think someone like Giggs or maybe Scholes, someone who's at the club for practically their whole career and won. Scholes won what, 11 titles?
David Ginola. That's a shout, isn't it?
I mean, he's a good player. I don't know if he's going to be like... For this, I think you've got to be like...
United players,
the top, or like you said, the Invincibles, even though I don't rate that season as highly as everyone else does. I can understand it. Whether we'll see...
They're going to get some shiny names because they need it to like start with a bang, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not going to be like... I don't know. Even like people saying... People say like Gary Neville, but if you're going to pick United players... There's better ones than Gary Neville to pick, you know what I mean?
Steve Bruce, Gary
Exactly, you're not going to pick Steve Bruce as your sort of inaugural Hall of Fame inductee.
Roy Keane.
I love to see Keane.
Yeah,
all day long.
Gary Pallister. He played like 93 to... He played the last 4 seasons in the Premier League from the old First Division as well.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's going to help him in any way. He might do. But I think it's going to end up being, like you say, Giggs or Shearer or... I don't know. I think Shearer's nailed on.
I just think Giggs has got the most appearances in the Premier League. Oh, has that been overtaken now?
Gareth Barry or someone? Nah, I think
Gareth Barry still.
Because I think with Giggs, some of his were Division 1.
Right. Okay. So they had it.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Tight. Gareth Barry.
Mate, if Gareth Barry's, you'd rather have Andy Ritchie.
He was at West Brom last time, wasn't he?
I can't imagine if Gareth Barry's the first Premier. The thing is, as well, you're advertising this to the world. You're saying to the world, look at the Premier League, and then you wheel out Gareth Barry.
Yeah,
you may as well not bother. One player that is destined for the Premier League Hall of Fame eventually, although not now because he's not retired, is Bruno Fernandes. I don't want to get carried away, but he is potentially the best player in the history of association football. All right, Andy?
You had in your coffee this morning.
He's a good player though, isn't he, Andy?
Yeah. He's great to watch. I mean, he ran the show yesterday, and like I say, and second half we were lacklustre.
Yeah.
And his chance at the end, double save as well from Agallo and Bruno.
It goes well, Bruno, to get that shot away. If you actually look at it, it just kind of goes over a bit too past him.
I think he's I rate Bruno, obviously. I think towards the end as well, you could see he might be getting a little bit frustrated and try to do it all on his own, which was understandable because... He
got butts as well, didn't he? He took a swipe and nearly gave away a pick. I think it was Sigurdsson. They were attacking second half and he took a swipe. And if the Everton player had gone down in it, he could have got a penalty.
Really?
Yeah, but it didn't happen, so he wasn't. But you could tell how frustrated he was getting. He's committed, and then I say he's a born leader. So if he's captain material in the future, if Maguire's not playing,
I thought Maguire was outstanding in the second half.
He's a beast. Absolutely,
he's coming into his own now.
He had so many corners, and David Hay just stays rooted to his line. Yeah. And I thought that Maguire just coped with everything amazingly. And I was glad the goal got disallowed, but it would have been very hard on him.
Oh, it would have been tough
to concede that goal.
I think going back to Bruno, I think you're just looking at his freedom on the pitch. He looks like an incredible player. You're scratching your head and you're thinking, is it too good to be true in a way? You know, because I haven't seen a player like this come into our squad that one we haven't played over the odds for.
I know.
I haven't ripped.
What is it? Is it 60 million or something?
Yeah.
For him, which is it looks so far like a bargain.
Adapted to the way we're playing so well, it looks like he's got so much freedom. And I am scratching my head going, is this too good to you? Why did no other club want him? Why do we get him for a bargain? Do you know? But let's enjoy it because it's one of those.
Was it over the last 12 months? He could have signed for Tottenham. He could have signed for Liverpool.
Yeah, he could have signed for so many clubs. Let's just be thankful. I shouldn't be thinking to myself, well, it's too good to you. Should be thankful we got him, and he was just.
I watched him at Sporting Lisbon last season.
Did you watch him? I didn't. I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch him.
I watched the Portuguese derby with Benfica. he ran the show. All right, they got beat, but some of the passes he laid, the first time pass, the weight on the ball.
I like that he shoots as well. I like that he just shoots. Just shoot, because
it's funny because
a lot of people don't do it anymore.
Everyone was saying, weren't they, like, he won't get as many goals from distance as he does in Portugal when he comes to England because the keepers are a lot better.
Yeah, well,
and up against England's number one, and he just, he buries it from 30 yards.
Yeah, which I hope he gets confidence for.
I think he'll get double figures before the end of the season.
Do you reckon?
I think he'll get 10 goals.
What's he on? Maybe 3? He's on 3 already.
He's on 3 already.
So he's,
Mason's on 10, so I think it's achievable. Maybe up to 15.
Do you know what as well? It's great to have someone who can take a corner.
Yeah, great to have someone who can take a corner.
Honestly.
Especially we've got big heads like Slabhead in the middle there.
Do you think it was a good point? I think it was a good point.
What, against Everton?
Yeah, really good point.
Lucky, right? We went behind after 5 minutes, right? We could have lost it at the end. We're still missing players. I know everyone goes on about how, Martial came back in, but we're still missing Marcus, still missing Pogba, we're still, do you know what I mean, not fully fit. So, yeah, I think it was a decent point. Ancelotti's Everton aren't the same Everton that Marco Silva was managing, are they?
I know, they're more dogged. I say they still got an outside chance of European football, the Europa League next season. It's just a traffic jam up there now from 4th place. Like I say, even Leicester's catchable.
Yeah, Leicester's catchable.
What do you think they are? Because it's at 8 points, I think.
8 points. We've got to play them. They've got to play.
It might be a bit more.
They've got to play, I think, Tottenham. They've got to play Arsenal. So.
Yeah, but they get beat by Norwich, so it doesn't matter who they got to play.
Last day shootout at the King Power. United play Leicester.
Could all be
so it could be a third place.
That could be the one. That could be the one.
That could be the third place.
Beat. No one knows who get beat. Go down to the wire.
No, but if you're going last day of the season, you're in 3rd and 4th place.
Right. No one knows.
You know what you got. You know what you need to do.
We need to win, right, to get 4th. Last minute, Paul Pogba decides I'm taking the penalty.
Yeah,
a penalty. He misses.
Now, to be fair, I've said this. If he helps us this season, if he plays this season, so be it. Thank you, and move him on. Because, like I say, it's a media circus now.
Yeah, I want to see him play this season. I want to see him and Bruno play. I don't think obviously they'll play next season, but I'd love to see him in the same team together. Finally, Wallies of the week. You know how this goes. Have you done this before, John?
I didn't know.
It's pretty self-explanatory. You pick someone who has been a Wally this week.
From the world of football or anybody in general?
Politicians,
okay, yeah,
movie stars, boxers, all sorts. Officials.
Wally of the week. You go first. What can I go for?
It's not pressure. It's not like
there is pressure.
Can't think.
It's not like you get it wrong. It's your opinion.
No, Wally of the week.
My Wally of the week will be. This isn't very original, so forgive me. Just the ref from the Everton game. He was shocking.
Is that what you got to say? I can't think of a Wally of the week here. My Wally of the week. I can only think. Only Wally's that come into my head is really bad things, and I can't say them.
Go on.
Wally of the week. No, I can't. What is Wally of the week? Andy, what have you got, mate?
I'm going for the media. I'm just spreading
the media. The whole of the media.
I'm going out of football. I'm going out of the box. I'm going to the media and the scaremongering with this virus and all that. It's just getting. They're trying to scare people to sell newspapers, and it's just not on to do it. So that's my
Wallies of the week. I got one. Bristol Live. I don't know if you've seen that. Bristol Live did basically an article that they just copied and pasted. Everyone who slagged off Greta Thunberg, and they just copied and pasted the comments, just left them in an article. And all them Wallies who were like...
Oh, I thought you were going to blame Bristol Live.
Nah, Bristol Live is sound.
Yeah.
Yes, boys. But everyone else, they're Wallies. Everyone on that comment section, Wallies.
It's funny, isn't it? Because the people were doing that and obviously think there's no repercussions. It's on my Facebook or I'm on a comment on, I'm on Twitter or whatever. I can say what I want. And just bullying a little girl, basically. A 17-year-old kid who's trying to make the world a better place.
How dare you?
If she was my daughter, I'd be proud as punch of her. I think she's amazing. And they were just getting on a case and coming out with stupid things about violence against her and all this drivel. And they got named and shamed, and I think you're right, I love that.
Keyboard warriors, but not warriors. We don't think of another name for it.
Keyboard Wallies.
Keyboard Wallies, there you go.
Keyboard Wallies, yeah.
Keyboard
there
Wallies.
We go.
Right. And on that note, also, guys, we are trying to raise money for breast cancer prevention. You'll see a link in the description, so do get involved in that. That's something we're just trying to raise a bit of money, working with Prevent Breast Cancer, who are a charity based in the UK, who obviously doing what it says on the tin, trying to help prevent breast cancer. So it's a worthwhile cause to get involved in. Andy, thanks for joining us. What are you up to this week?
I'm going to my Comic-Con.
Andy's going to Comic-Con.
And I've got to rush back for the Manchester derby.
Do you ever get people asking for photos with you at Comic-Con?
I did in the Manchester.
Charge him 50 quid.
Did you charge him, mate?
I didn't charge him. I don't charge.
Charge him this time.
I got chased at Comic-Con in 2016 by a guy dressed as the Joker.
Really?
Yeah, and I wanted my picture taken with stormtroopers. You know what I mean? So
that sounds like an acid flashback, that, doesn't it? Andy Tate running around Comic-Con, he's chasing stormtroopers and Joker chasing him. It's like a Benny Hill sketch on acid.
Yeah, so I'm a bit like, you know what I mean? I'm a geek, like, what you call it? The Big Bang Theory. I'm one of them. I'm a comic guy.
Class sound.
Joe, what are you up to this week? You doing the phone in this week? What?
Yeah, doing the phone in this week.
Do you know what? This is all I can talk to. Do you answer a text to get you away?
Phone is back this week. Love to hear from you. Also got a new podcast started if anyone wants to go and search it, the Premium Pod, at Premium Pod.
Are you doing stuff with... if I'm wrong, I might have to cut this bit.
Be wild.
Are we doing this stuff with Stephen Trice?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I do the Stephen Trice podcast as well.
Right. I
Comes out weekly.
It's a funny guy, him.
Yeah.
Well, number 3 should be out. I keep kicking you. Number 3 holidays should be out right now.
Yeah, you should check it out. Even if you don't like Joe, Stephen tries is pretty funny.
I'm not in it. I'm in the back.
He's just pressing buttons. That, you know, we only let him on this podcast because he kicks me. That's why. This has been episode 46 of the Full-Time Devils podcast.
49.
What are you doing for the 50th?
We're going to have a big party around at Andy's house, and he's going to get all his comic. We're going to be giving away Andy's prize comic book collection for the 50th edition of this podcast. He doesn't know it yet. Yeah. But don't forget...
Hands off his stormtroopers.
Yeah, exactly. Hands off his stormtroopers. Right, just let me get through this last bit. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe. That's been Andy Tate. That's been Joe McGrath. I've been Jay. This has been the Full-Time Devils podcast. Thanks for watching.
Hands off his stormtroopers. He's such a funny line.